There was a time when machine costs were by far the largest expense a manufacturing company had. But with rising labor costs, all that changed. Now, make no mistake, machinery is still pretty expensive. But today, the companies that are more efficient with their workers are the ones that are doing better. And the companies that can maximize the efficiencies of both man and machine are the ones that will prosper most of all. Hilma, a division of Hilma-Roemheld based in St. Louis, Missouri, is the leader of the creation of quick die change technology for the metal stamping industry. And now Hilma is pleased to show you how the same technology that has revolutionized the die changeover process for metal stamping has now been incorporated in the plastics and rubber industry for the quickest mold changes ever. In this day and age, when every manufacturer wants to achieve just-in-time production or a 1 to 2 day inventory, certain steps in the manufacturing process need to be designed and met to achieve this. It has been well documented what Hilma's quick die change technology has done for the metal stamping industry. Now, by using two very different, yet tried and true technologies and applications, the same can be done for the injection mold industry. The latest innovation in quick mold change technology might sound like science fiction, but in fact is based on fundamental scientific principles, centuries old. Introducing the Hilma Quick Mold Change Magnetic Clamping System, the ideal solution to optimize both plastic and high-temperature polymer and rubber injection mold machines. So why go magnetic? Perfect technology, lowest cost, shortest downtimes, higher productivity, reduce manpower requirements, and increase safety. There are two types of Hilma Quick Mold Change Magnetic Clamping Systems. The M-TECS 130 for standard plastic injection mold machines, and the M-TECS 210 for high-temperature polymer and rubber injection units. Other than a few components related to the M-TECS 210's higher operating temperatures, the systems are virtually identical. So, how does it all work? Well, the first thing we have to do is address the two major misconceptions people have about magnetic systems: reliability and safety. First, reliability. Since Hilma Quick Mold Change magnetic clamping systems have essentially no moving parts, breakdowns are virtually unheard of. They have been installed in hundreds of machines all over the world with an unparalleled uptime record. Second, safety is at the top of Hilma's list, just as it is with you. So we have designed the magnetic clamping systems with virtually foolproof technology that protects your workers, your molds, and machines. To magnetize or demagnetize the platens takes only a couple of seconds of electricity, controlled by this handheld unit. Even in the event of a complete power failure, the units remain in whatever state they were in, with no power required, until power returns and the operator orders otherwise. Your molds open, close, are fixed and released perfectly, safely, time after time. So, let's take a look at a typical installation. After custom fabricating a magnetic clamping system for your specific injection mold machine, the entire conversion kit arrives on a single pallet. Installation is so simple, it is usually finished in a few hours, with the unit going into service the same day. First, the electrical control unit is located wherever it is convenient on the injection mold machine. It is attached with 4 sheet metal screws. Just a few wires are run to the existing machine controls for the e-stop connection. The other ends are inserted into the modular connections, and the electrical portion of the installation is complete, usually in less than an hour. The installation of the magnetic platen is also very simple. Each magnetic platen unit is a 3-piece design, consisting of a magnetic plate and 2 support plates for larger molds. First, the upper and lower support plates are installed. Then the magnetic plate is attached to the first platen. The process is then repeated on the other platen. The modular power leads are snapped into place, and the unit is now ready to operate. The mold is brought into position. The magnetic platens close on the mold and are energized for about 2 seconds, firmly attaching the halves of the mold with incredibly powerful magnetic force. Once again, please note that once the platens are magnetized, they stay that way with no additional power required. So even in the event of a complete power failure, the mold stays securely attached to the platens. Only once the platens and mold halves are safely closed and the mold ready for removal is another electrical signal sent, demagnetizing the platens and releasing the mold. A complete mold change used to take 2 men and up to 2 hours to change a 2,000-pound mold. After the installation of the Hilma system, complete mold changeover requires only one man and as little as 5 minutes. In fact, this manufacturer is so pleased with the results of the Hilma Quick Mold Change magnetic clamping system that they have installed 3 of them and watched their productivity soar. For manufacturers of high-temperature molded rubber and thermosetting polymers, the benefits are even more pronounced. Changeover times are reduced by hours, as it is no longer necessary to wait long periods of time for the mold to cool down after a run, as it is not necessary to touch the mold during installation or removal. Another big plus is that with the addition of the integrated high-temperature platen heaters, the molds get up to working temperature far more rapidly. And since the magnetic platens have a full metallic surface, with no T-slots between the heating and mold surfaces, a more consistent temperature is achieved within the mold, with a positive effect on production quality. The Hilma Quick Mold Change magnetic clamping systems. Perfect technology, lowest cost, shortest downtimes, higher productivity, reduced manpower requirements, and increased safety. It just may be the perfect solution for your injection mold manufacturing business. The Hilma Hydraulic Quick Mold Change System and the Hilma Quick Mold Change Magnetic Clamping System. 2 revolutionary technologies that can take your business to the next level. To find out how the Hilma Quick Mold Change Systems can help your mold changeover process become safer and more efficient than you ever thought possible, contact your Hilma representative today.